Hi guys. Okay, so let's get started on our episode, which today we are clearly dedicating it to one of our subscribers that she shared with us, which Stephanie will take lead on this one.
Okay, so for today's mini-sode, this is actually a story from one of our followers, which is very exciting, but it's a response to our red flags video. She's like, no, you guys gotta hear this out. And I read it and I was like, girl, why did you stay? So many red flags later, and I was like,
But it's okay because we do that, right? We tend to oversee the red flags that we
yeah.
just decide to stay until you finally get to the point where you're just like, what am I doing? Estoy inmensa y como que something clicks and you finally leave.
And this is what happened to her. She was like, I don't even know why I stayed. But she's like, I guess it's a cautionary episode.
Yeah.
And what to look out for, because I feel like a lot of you would be in the same place. Not me though.
Not us. Maybe
not
you,
us.
but
Maybe
not
you.
us.
Yeah, I would never. I'm just kidding. We've all been there. Okay. So she says, so anonymous, her name's Erica. Okay. That's the name for the story. That's not her real name, so don't go Googling shit. And then Abdullah. Okay. This is Erica and Abdullah. So pretty much what happened was, and you're going to be like, what the fuck?
Because I haven't heard this one either. But the only thing that I do know, can we say this? That Abdullah is actually the real name. We're only changing the girl's name. But per her request, she wants us to use the real name of the guy.
Because she said F him. And honestly, after reading this, yeah, I agree.
Okay, that's all I know. Okay.
Vámonos, recio. All right. So she said that she would overlook a lot of red flags. So they were dating for a while. But before that, she's like, I wish I would have seen these red flags. So she pretty much says that she should have known better, and she always like pushed these like red flags in the back of her head. Like she was like, no, eso no va a pasar, eso no
Le ponía
es,
excusas.
I'm crazy, you know how we be. So eventually, like when some of these things were like him not letting her meet his family. For me, that's a major why. What are you hiding? To me, like you're hiding a wife and kids. Another one was not adding each other on social media. And another one was not making it official, like not putting a title to what they were. So it's like, when you're like, oh, so what are we? And then I was like, oh, we have a conversation. He was like, no, we can't be together, because he would hide behind his religion. So he was, I believe she says Muslim. So he's Muslim. And his whole thing was like, oh, we can't date outside of religion, blah, 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 which could be true. I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar with it. But she felt like it was just like an excuse, like hiding it behind that to like not make it official. So she's like, yo toda pendeja, I would believe everything. Which, girl, come on. I feel like not adding each other on social media, huge red flag. I don't care what it is. Like,
especially now that it's like everything's so big on social media.
Yeah, like how do you not send each other memes?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. And then she goes on to say that he would disappear on for hours and hours and like not message her back, not call her back, not respond. And then he would go on and be like, oh, I was just at church with my family, or I was with my family and blah, blah, blah. I couldn't answer you. So then this is where it gets kind of crazy. So she just always trusted him and believed in him and always kind of just like ignored it. But this is where it gets crazy. So 2 years later, okay, after they started going out and everything.
Oh, wow. They were a secret for 2 years.
Yeah. I don't know, but that's what she said. And then, so 2 years go by and this man gets in a horrible car crash. Like, it gets crazy, like horrible. Like, if I remember correctly, I think it was even on the news. But I mean, if you guys want to go look it up. But I'm pretty sure that story was on the news. So like, I don't know. She just said it was a horrible car crash. He ends up in the hospital, right? And everything kind of comes to light. So everything just comes out. He had a whole girlfriend, like an official girlfriend on social media and everything. So, and then it also came out that he was an addict. And he hid it very well. She goes on to say, like, I never suspected anything. Like, he just hid it so well. And like nobody knew anything. And then she's like, and that it kind of explains his like disappearing for long periods of time, like the addiction and everything. The girlfriend, like that's why he disappeared for like days straight. Like
he was like living a triple life at that point.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, so I guess he was in a coma for a few days. Yeah. For a few weeks, sorry. So she says, like, she found out about this girl, and the girl ended up staying with him after all this came to light. Like, the girl found out about Erica. She found out about, I guess the family even knew that he had a whole girlfriend and Erica on the side, like his sisters. It is just crazy. And then, so I asked the follower, I was like, hey, can you elaborate on how you found out about this girl? Or, like, did you even know her and stuff? And she's like, yeah, like, so she did what any of us would do, which is a little stalking. So she looked through his followers and found a picture of a girl with him on her profile picture. And they were, like, together. As a cuenta, like, the girl took a picture, and, like, her profile picture was a picture of her and Abdullah. And yeah, together.
But not on his profile.
Not on his profile, but on the girl's.
Okay.
So she, like, goes into his profile, and it looks like the girl had already tried to message Erica. But, you know, when you get a message request and you don't really, like, check them. I mean, I don't check mine. Yeah, so she's like, I guess she already tried to message Erica and was just asking her, like, why are you with my boyfriend? Like, she just asked, and then she's like, I never responded, so there was nothing that came to it. And then the girl just ended up, like, blocking Erica. So those two, as far as we know, are still together.
But, okay, did she say anything about, se encontraron en el hospital or anything? Like, were they able to meet, or, like?
No, so I guess this happened during COVID, so you couldn't go see them.
Wow.
So, like...
So how did she end up finding out, though, then?
Oh, because this man was lying the whole time. So while he was in the hospital, like, I guess what happened was that the girl, his official girlfriend, messaged Erica and was like, why are you contacting, like, my man's family?
Oh.
Yeah. So she didn't know about this other girl. And I guess the other girl, the official girlfriend, was trying to message her, but since she had her message request off, she wasn't getting any messages. But this other girl was just like, leave my man alone. What are you doing with him? And it's just like, girl, he's
the one that's living...
Te está poniendo los cuernos, mija.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing there? But yeah, Erica's like, I'm never trusting these men again, especially the ones that hide behind their religion. And, like, she's like, there's so many red flags about him that I should have seen that I didn't. And it's like everything just came to light because he got into a car accident and was in a coma for weeks.
Wow.
And then for the sisters to, like...
not tell her?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be okay with my brother having two girlfriends, first of all. Like, I'm sorry, but I would want to think that I would tell the girl, like, hey, you know what? My brother does have a girlfriend, and you're actually just a side piece. You know?
Like, did you know you were the side piece?
Yeah. Or like, hey, girl, like, you know, he's playing you or something. So I'm sorry, but that was messed up for Erica, because it's like the girl should have told her. You know, like the sisters. Well, I get it, like they're his sisters and stuff. They were probably going to be defending him. Pero de todos modos le hubieran haber dicho algo. Porque la tenían ahí nomás.
De pendeja, toda preocupada. Erika toda preocupada.
Este hombre está en una coma y el compadre acá echándose un buen sueño, relajándose con la otra vieja ahí nomás. And wow. Even though the other girl too, though, I don't think I would be able to stay.
Like, for her, it's like, oh, I won. Girl, what did you win?
What did you win? A cheater? Keep him. Take him.
It's okay. Like, because si se lo hacía a Erika, ¿con quién otra vieja no estuviera?
Exactly.
I don't know.
And I'm sorry, okay, si se lo está, ya te diste cuenta que te lo estaba haciendo a ti, se lo estaba haciendo a ella, te lo va a seguir haciendo a ti. So what did you win?
Nothing.
Más cuernos.
Cuernuda la mía.
Más cuernos, amiga.
Yeah,
so sorry for you.
Pobre Erika, because she's like, I did so much for him. I supported him. Trusted him blindly is what she's saying. It's like, I understand.
Yeah.
Trusting blindly, but así tanto.
Sí, amiga, también no jodas. Bueno, but hopefully you understand. You realize that you should have seen the red flags, but we didn't, which is fine.
It's okay.
It's all about growth. Pero también, you know what sucks? Because she was very, like, apoyándolo a él de que, oh, it's his religion and outside of his religion y no sé qué tanto. Pero también ella, fuera de su religión, fue diferente cultura.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like, okay, dude, it's not all about you. It's about her too. So.
No, I agree. I mean,
Wow.
Pinche
Wow,
Abdullah.
wow,
Abdullah, fuck you.
I'm
I'm just
sorry,
kidding.
dude.
No, fuck you. Because what the hell was that? You
Uh-huh.
had to wait till you got into a coma to like.
Let the truth. And then, you know what? That's what I don't get. No tuvo los suficientes
Huevos.
grandolones para decir, you know,
Mhm.
sabes qué, morra, no te quiero. I'm not interested in you. I actually have a girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
But, dude, just fucking.
It's like, ¿qué te cuesta decir, you know what, I'm not interested in a relationship, I don't want a relationship,
Yeah.
let's just DTF. Like, I'm DTF,
Mhm.
and if you're DTF, like, let's do that.
Mhm.
A lot of girls are genuinely
Would prefer to be like, hey, I just want to be fricoteando right now, and that's it, you know,
Mhm.
which is fine.
It's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you're open about it, like
Mhm.
you don't have to lie to people. And then I feel bad for Erica because it's like she said, like she's like, I trusted him blindly. I put so much like effort into him and stuff. And it's
And I
like,
mean, obviously, we don't know their whole relationship,
Mhm.
but that was 2 years of her life. Like, you know, I'm assuming that those 2 years she was actually being loyal to him.
Mhm.
¿Para qué?
Yeah.
For him not to?
And then
I
yeah,
don't
like
know.
the whole social
Qué
media
cosas.
thing, I feel like that's major red flag.
Sí, sí.
Like,
Pero.
especially if they're like, oh, I don't use social media, delete it. Then if you're not gonna use it, delete it.
Pues sí, ¿para qué la tienes?
Easy peasy
Ujú.
lemon squeezy.
Si no me están mandando nada, o sea, ¿para qué lo quieres?
Para nada.
Ujú.
Bórralo.
Bórralo. Oh, you don't care for it, then delete it.
Yeah, if you don't really care.
Ujú. Bueno, pues.
Pero bueno,
Wow.
ahí estuvo la historia de nuestra amiga Erika.
Ujú.
I think it was crazy that everything came to light after the coma. So tengan cuidado. Don't get into car accidents.
If you
Because
don't
they will
want,
find you out.
si no quieres no quieres que te salga la verdad, don't have an accident.
Yeah, don't get into car accidents.
Wow, that was crazy.
Pero bueno, Erika, esperemos que you're doing better y que
Ujú.
te hayas puesto las pilas y no estés ahí trusting blindly.
Sí.
And if you see red flags, Erika, por favor, ponte
Run.
las pilas and run.
Yeah.
Or enfréntalas.
Sí.
But do something. Don't
Yeah.
stay there.
No, Erika. But thank you so much for sharing, Erica. That's obviously something traumatic that now you're probably unlearning and you have to heal from that because that does take like emotional damage.
That is traumatizing.
Yeah, emotional damage, emotional
trauma,
manipulation,
the gaslighting.
the gaslighting.
Oh my God.
And then it's like for you to be able to trust somebody that you think you know you was your partner and that you trust them for 2 years of your life. And so te deseamos lo mejor, Erika. Gracias por compartir tu historia con nosotros y send us another one porque aquí nos gusta el mitote.
Oh, sí. I love it.
Okay. Bueno, pues, that was it. Our short little mini episode. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you
next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.